you're brand new to this channel, I'm Mari, and this is my channel, Go and Do. If you're not new, welcome back! Today's video is going to be a little bit more of a vlog, a little bit more raw, a little bit more emotional. I'm having some big changes in my life, and I figured I would take you guys along with me. I thought it might be helpful for some of my fellow friends out there as I take you through the process so that you guys can know what it's like, what it entails, what the side effects are, if any of you or someone you know or love is going to have this procedure done. So, without further ado, I am, tomorrow morning, before the break of dawn, I am going and having a salpingectomy. And I'm like 80% sure I'm saying that right. In other words, I'm having my fallopian tubes completely removed. Now this is different than having your tubes tied. Having your tubes tied, they just kind of snip the fallopian tube or clamp it or singe it. And it's not 100%. It is has the possibility of reversal, whether a medical reversal or your body just actually like heals itself. You also have a much higher risk of having an ectopic pregnancy with having your tubes tied, which super dangerous. So knowing those risks and knowing that we were 100% done having children, we decided to go for having the entire fallopian tube completely removed. Now, having said that, they are leaving in my ovaries, they're leaving in my uterus, so I should still get the hormone production from my ovaries, but my fallopian tubes are coming out completely. This has been, this has been a really hard decision for my husband and I. Our family is not what we expected it to be. It's not what we wanted it to be. We both come from really large families. We both have a ton of brothers and sisters, and we love getting together with them and playing with them, and that's what we wanted. Sorry. But that wasn't the Lord's plan for us, apparently. We are very blessed to have our one beautiful miracle child, Jaden, which you've seen on this channel before. He's kind of loves the camera, and so he loves to be in my videos. He's super crazy. He's my best friend. We do everything together, and he's a miracle. And so we're really lucky and blessed to have him. Every day I think about how blessed we are to have him in our lives. We had the intention to have more children, but due to some serious health complications, my body cannot be pregnant again. It would put my life at great risk as well as the life of a future child at risk, and it just wasn't worth the risk. We have counseled with so many different doctors and specialists, done a lot of lab work and testing. We have counseled together as a couple. We have counseled with our religious leaders, with our parents. A lot of prayer has gone into this, and many years of grieving the family that we thought we would have. Grieving the loss of the family we thought we would have. And coming to acceptance with the family that we do have. And I can say that my husband Jake and I took very different paths to this acceptance, but we both arrived there. And so through all that process, we knew we were 100% done. I knew it was my body that couldn't get pregnant and not his body, so I was the one that decided to get the procedure done and not him, even though a vasectomy is way less invasive and a much easier healing time. Should something happen where he is, for some reason, gets remarried and she wants children, I want that to be an option for him. Whereas if something were to happen and I get remarried, I can't have more children. So I decided to do this one. We met with a doctor. I love her. She gave me a lot of different options, but we decided to go for the removal of the fallopian tubes for several reasons. One, it is 100% fail-proof. 2, it is non-reversible. You should know that going into it. You cannot reverse this decision. You have to be absolutely sure. And 3, it takes away the risk of ectopic pregnancy. So there's no risk there. And number 4, she actually said that there's some really recent research being done that shows that there are certain strains of ovarian cancer that actually begin in the fallopian tubes, and by removing the fallopian tube completely, you remove the risk of those strains of ovarian cancer. And my aunt, my dear sweet aunt, passed away of ovarian cancer, and she was relatively young. So I have family history with ovarian cancer, so let's just take him out, be done with it. That was our decision. My doctor did say the number 1 side effect to having this procedure done is regret. People regretting the drastic and permanent actions that they have taken. I told her the amount of doctors and specialists that we have talked to, the amount of labs and procedures we have had done to see if my body could carry a baby again. The amount of praying and fasting and reading of our scriptures, the counseling with religious leaders and parents. I told her all of it, and I said, we're done. And I said, should something happen in the future, because I have no idea what our future looks like. I never thought this would be what my future looked like 10 years ago. But should something happen where we feel strongly that we need to add more children to our family, we can always adopt. So she felt like we really were ready for this, so she decided and agreed to do our procedure. So tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m., I have to be at the hospital that's 40 minutes away. So fun. Good thing I'm used to working early mornings. It's a same-day surgery. They're going to do it laparoscopically, so 1 hole in my belly button and a hole on either side. They'll fill my abdomen up with gas, put in the robot arms, snip, snip, pull, pull. It's not quite that simple, but essentially snip, snip, pull, pull, and then I go home. So I'm going to take you along this journey with me. I haven't really been told like what to expect as far as like side effects or recovery time. That's what this is for, so that someone else can know what it's like. You're welcome. So, yeah, I am nervous. I am slightly scared. I mean, it's surgery. Even though it's like super simple, same day, laparoscopic, it's surgery. And then it's a little bit scary. So, yeah. Sorry, I mean, I knew I was gonna get emotional for this video. But I still don't want to get emotional for the video. Okay, so follow along with me. I go in tomorrow. I just took a shower so that I'm all nice and clean. I have my pajamas on already, and I'm probably going to wear these tomorrow because they're comfy and they're easy to get dressed in. And yeah, this is my last day as a woman who has her fallopian tubes. No, that's dumb. I'm not putting that in that video. So I'm going to go spend some time with my perfect little tiny unexpected family and then go to bed early, and then we'll wake up and go to the surgery tomorrow. So follow along with me. Good morning. It's surgery day. It is almost 4:30 in the morning, which for some reason I'm like, oh, it's so early, I can't handle it. But it's also my normal. I get up at this time every day, so to work, but I don't work today because it's surgery day. I did not sleep good last night. I kept getting super nervous. I kept having dreams that I overslept, even though I set like 4 alarms. Not really, I only set 2, but I have anxiety anyway, and so to have a big life event like this, it didn't help. But yeah, I'm gonna go wake Jacob soon. He's my ride into and home from surgery, and wake up my sister on the couch downstairs just to let her know we're leaving and where Jaden is. She's so sweet. She slept over last night so that she could help take care of Jaden this morning and like get him to school and stuff. So that was really sweet of her. And My couch is not super comfortable to sleep on either. But at least then she wouldn't be driving at 4:30 in the morning and she wouldn't have to worry about being late. So, my anxiety is a little high. I'm not allowed to eat or drink after midnight. I am allowed to take my levothyroxine with a sip of water, which I just did. They did say that I'm allowed to take my lorazepam medicine with a sip of water, and at first I was like, oh, I'll be fine. It's okay. This is no big deal. I'm thinking now I might want to take a lorazepam. I have them prescribed so I can take them as needed, and I usually take just a couple a year, but I think this is an as needed. So anyway, off to the hospital. Okay, so I'm all checked in. I'm in my very lovely hospital gown. They wouldn't let me keep my fuzzy socks and made me take the hospital fuzzy socks, so that was kind of sad. But they gave me these like boxer briefs to wear. I don't know, they're so... Here, hun. Can you hold this really quick? So they're in these like awful... Oh, you can't see. They would fit like a 400-pound person or a 100-pound person. They're just like so scratchy. They're made of like almost like potato sack material. I swear. They're so uncomfortable. Anyway, so we made it. We are all checked in. I'm all gowned up, ready to go. So I think the next part is we'll meet with my surgeon, meet with the anesthesiologist, go over any last minute questions or procedures, and then I go to blissfully asleep while he gets to hopefully go to sleep too, but he has to be the one to wait for me. And all these times, he's always the one to wait during the surgery. Have you ever? No, I waited for you during your colonoscopy. What a loving wife. Anyway, okay, so I don't know if I'm gonna have a chance to vlog again before surgery, so this might be it. So just in case, wish me luck.
You're recording.
Oh, I'm so out of it. But the surgery's over. Apparently they talked to Jake and said it went okay. But I am still suffering the after effects of the anesthesia. Oh, I just want to like sleep for days. But I'm in no pain and no nausea. So whatever they gave me is the good stuff. And they gave me a remote control so I can watch The Price is Right. Can't complain. And I want to just go to sleep, so that's right. Hi. Now that's me. Just kidding. Okay, so the effects of the anesthesia has mostly worn off. I slept. How long was I out for?
An hour or two.
An hour or two.
I don't know myself.
I was so tired. Every time they came
2
in,
hours.
I was like, oh, I can't even. Yeah. I was like, sure, whatever you want, and I'd go back to sleep. Anyway, but those 2 hours is what I needed to get it out of my system, and holy crap, my mouth is really, really dry. I've been drinking some water, but anyway, IV out. Everything's ready. I can get dressed, and I can go home. I don't know what they gave me, but I'm feeling fine. You know when you have really dry mouth and you can hear? Anyway. So I'm going to get dressed, and I'm going to head home. So, here we go. Okay, so it's the night of day 1, and I'm doing really good. I was really, really surprised. We made it home from the hospital at about 1:15, 1:20, and I fell asleep, and I didn't wake up until like 5. I slept really, really well. I have stayed on top of my pain medication, so I have no pain. I have slight discomfort in my shoulders, which is expected for some reason when they do a laparoscopic surgery and they fill your abdomen up with gas. It tends to manifest in pain in shoulders. I don't know why, but it happens to some, but it's not bad. It's just discomfort for me. But They made 3 incisions, one right in my belly button and then one down on either side. I think I'm going to show them to you tomorrow. I am not allowed to shower until tomorrow. So, and I'm allowed to take the bandages off when I shower, so I can show you where the incisions are. I won't actually show you the incisions, most likely. That might be beyond my, that might just be crossing my personal boundary line a little bit. So, but I have been sleeping a lot. I'm fine getting up and walking around. Some dear sweet ladies in my church brought us dinner. Yummy Cafe Rio. So that was nice not to have to worry about cooking. And I've already meal planned and prepped pretty much everything for dinners this week, so it should be really easy for Jake to make. But no pain, slight discomfort in my shoulders, staying on top of my pain meds, and drinking a ton of water. So far, things have been a breeze. We'll see. Alright, I think I'm ready to go to bed. It's 9 o'clock, and I really wanted to go to bed earlier, but I had some things I had to get done. So, they're done, and I'm going to bed. Good morning of day 2. Ugh, my throat is so dry, and I look really awful. Okay, good morning of day 2. Last night wasn't that bad. The hardest thing for me is that I am a stomach sleeper, and I can't sleep on my stomach, so that was a little bit hard. I tried to sleep on my sides a little bit with some pillows to prop me up and to kind of help distribute the weight, but it wasn't too bad. I have not taken my pain pills yet this morning because I have to take my levothyroxine on an empty stomach, and then I have to wait an hour before I eat. So that has been done, and now I can go grab something to eat really quick so I can take my pain pills. I'm not in a ton of pain, but I want to keep on top of it, and I can tell it's sore. For sure, I can tell. I notice that my shoulders get that discomfort only when I stand up. They're not uncomfortable when I'm laying down. So, today's big things are to take a shower and to take off the dressing, just the gauze and the tape that's over them. So, that's my big thing for today is to shower and take off the gauze. But so far I've had I would consider it a 0 on the pain scale. So maybe like a 1 on the discomfort scale, but I don't think those are the same scales. So yeah, not too bad. The night went really, really well. And here's to day 2. I did say that I would show my holes, so there's 1, 2, and 3 holes. I'm going to take off the taping and get a shower. Good morning, day 2. Good morning, Moki. Last night was hard. I knew it was coming. It was hard. Not pain-wise. My pain still is kind of non-existent, but my body is my body reacts to pain really weirdly. It was an emotionally hard night, and I kind of expected it to come soon, and it did. It just kind of, the finality of it all, like, hit me like a wave when I went to bed, like it's done. Like, it's final, it's over, you can't change it, it's irreversible. Which, yes, I knew about this going into it, right? Like, this isn't like a shock or anything. I've been preparing for this for years. It's not regret. It's just coming to terms with the finality of it all, I think. Anyway, and I didn't sleep well. We have a queen bed, and Jaden has been wanting to sleep with us. So we have me, my husband, my 7-year-old, and my dog all on the bed at the same time, all while trying to protect my stomach so that nobody accidentally kicks my stomach in the middle of the night. So I didn't sleep very good last night between the emotionalness of it and the fact that I was trying not to get kicked in the stomach the whole time. Yeah. Also, holy cow, last night especially, my sore throat, it hurts, and I have a cough now because of it, and my voice is all scratchy. I mean, they said it was going to happen because of the breathing tube, but yeah, my throat hurts. So hopefully I can start taking something for that today. Today is what I kind of call my transition day, where I have to start transitioning back into real life. So like I have to go do the carpool today, go drop him off and pick him up from school. My sister did that for me the last 2 days, so I'm doing it today, and then I start work tomorrow. So it's like my transition, my halfway back into life day today, which also means because I'm driving that I can't be on pain medication. So I have not taken my pain medication today. But I'm okay. Like I feel fine. I need to keep taking that ibuprofen because if I can keep the swelling down, then I think that'll keep the pain down a lot too. But as far as like my restrictions so far, like it hasn't been too bad. I thought it would be really awful not being able to lift more than 10 pounds, which my son and my dog are both more than 10 pounds. But so far that hasn't been too bad of an issue. But yeah, my biggest issue today is the fact that I have to get back to life. I have to drive. I haven't left the house. So I have to drive today, which shouldn't be too big of an issue. I can sit up just fine. And my throat, man, it hurts. So I'm going to go. It's almost time for Jaden to start getting ready to go to school. He's downstairs eating breakfast right now. And then I'm going to take him to school and I'm going to come home and crash. Last night was not a good night. But funny enough, it's not, because it was physically in pain, just emotionally. It just all hit me at once. So here's to another day. Day 3. Let's do this. Okay. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Day 4. Day 4, and today kicked my butt. It just started too. Day 4 just started. So, I was feeling actually like really, really good last night. I made sure to drive Jaden around to all of his little activities that he had. I didn't do anything other than just like drive him, and then I would come home and crash and like sleep for a while, and then just like drive him to science club, and then come home and just like put on an ice pack. And I was like, honestly, I'm feeling okay. Like, this is not that hard. I'm doing really well. And so today was the day that I started back to work, which I just work from home, and I teach kids in China English, and I just sit. I literally just sit in my chair for 2 hours. So I thought that not going to be hard. Actually, normally it's 2.5 hours, but I had a student cancel on me this morning, so it was only 2 hours, and I was like, this is not going to be a hard thing. Honestly, after the first hour, it wasn't in pain, but I definitely am sore and uncomfortable. I'm so uncomfortable. I can feel things in my body like creaking and groaning, and it's just not good. I just feel gross inside. It's not good. So I thought that going back to work would be easier than it is, and I have 2.5 hours of work tomorrow. So I right now am prepping for my classes tomorrow, so I don't have to do it tomorrow. And then I'm going to take Jaden to school, and I'm going to come home, and I'm going to take a pain pill, and I'm going to go to sleep until it's time to pick him up 6 hours later, because I just need to just give my body a rest and just take it way easy. I think I just expected too much too soon. So yeah, it's been a little bit of a rough morning. So but still, I'm not in like pain. I'm just super uncomfortable, and I do have a little bit of that discomfort, pain in my shoulders still, but I just want to go to sleep. I'm exhausted. So we're going to take him to school and go home and crash. So day 4, that's where I'm at. So it is day 5, and I'm doing pretty well. Yesterday was the hardest day yet, but I still didn't have a lot of pain. It was mostly just a lot of discomfort, and my incisions started to itch yesterday, like really, really bad. And so I was like lightly rubbing them over, like lightly rubbing my pants like over my incisions to try and like itch them without actually itching them, which my husband said that itching is a good sign because it means they're healing, but it was driving me crazy. It was driving me so crazy. Today has been a lot better. I did better with working this morning. I stood up and moved around a lot more rather than just sitting for 2.5 hours, so that was really helpful, I felt like. And I was able to go grocery shopping, but I was really tired by the end of it, and so I did have someone help to load my groceries into my car, and then I made sure I didn't buy anything that was perishable, so that it's just sitting in the back of my car still, so that Jake can unload it when he gets home from work, because I'm not allowed to lift that much weight. I did have someone like ask me like, how's it going, because I've been thinking about doing this, and I thought to myself, like, it's been easy for me, but that's because I have one child who's in school all day and he pretty much can take care of himself, and I have a huge support network. I was thinking, she has 3 really young children, and I'm like, you're not allowed to lift any more than 5 pounds. You're not supposed to mow the lawn, vacuum, do a lot of bending and lifting. Like, that would be really hard if you have a lot of kids at home and you don't have an amazing support network. So I would definitely like do as much as you can before the surgery, but I would also get together a support network of people willing to watch your children, clean your house, make meals for you, just to make sure that you have the time that you need to just sit and relax. Speaking of, I am now going to go and sleep. It's not even 10 a.m., but I am really tired out because I did work for 2.5 hours and then I did grocery shop. So I took all my medicine and I am going to go to sleep now, and I'm going to sleep till who knows when. But day 5, and I think this might be the end of my weekly, daily updates. Just because I feel like nothing much is going to change from here on out. I will take you along with me to my 2-week post-op appointment, just to kind of see how I'm healing and what she thinks. So, good night, day 5. Hello, friends. Okay, so it has been not quite, I think it was 2 weeks and 2 days since my surgery. I have been so impressed with the healing time for this surgery. I don't know if my body just handles pain really, really well, or if my surgeon is just amazing, but I kept waiting for that pain to come and it never did. I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense to me, but I had 0 pain from this. Strangest thing ever. I did have that slight discomfort in my shoulders, slight soreness in my stomach, but mostly it just felt like I had just done a lot of crunches, and that went away after like 5 or 6 days. So yeah, I was so impressed with this. So I went yesterday for my post-op appointment. She took off the steri strips. She looked at my incisions, and I can show you those now. So these are what they look like now. She said that the redness and it's kind of like raised and bumpy, that will go away. It's just my body is still absorbing some of the stitches and it's creating some scar tissue, and eventually my body will like reabsorb the scar tissue, I guess she said. I don't know. Bodies are amazing. Anyway, so cool. I also got some pictures from the surgery, like what it looks like inside my body, and that was amazing. But yeah, she said everything went so well. I was so pleased with it. She said that laparoscopic surgery has come such a long way that they make such a tiny incision now that the pain really isn't even there, which is amazing. So last week, a week after my surgery, I started going back to Zumba. When I very first started, I was just like step touching the whole time. I never jumped or really danced very much. The next time I went, I kind of started adding in like arm movements. And then last Friday I went and I was doing pretty much everything but not jumping. And then she cleared me, oh, and I did that again on Monday. She cleared me yesterday for everything. She said my body is fully healed. I can jump and dance and pick up things heavier than 5 to 10 pounds. and carry down laundry baskets and everything. She said that I can just resume normal life activity. So today I went to Zumba and I danced my little heart out, and I jumped and my stomach was sore by the end. Like, I can tell that I might have overdone it a little bit, but I was able to go back. It was fantastic. She said I can swim, which I thought I would have to wait longer, but she said that it's fully healed. Like, the skin is completely sealed over, so I can swim. Yeah, I can't even believe. Like, it's amazing. So yeah, that has been my journey through having my tubes removed at the age of 33. So thank you so much for watching. If you have had your tubes removed, please comment down below on what it was like for you. If you have any other questions for me that I didn't answer in this video, just ask them down below. I would love to answer according to my experience. I can answer them. But yeah, just let me know. It's been an amazing experience, a humbling one. I haven't felt regret. I've just felt the finality of it all. And my husband said that he thinks that that's totally normal. You know, it was a big thing that happened and a very permanent thing that happened. So that was one night of really difficult realization. But overall, I've been so happy. I'm so happy I made this decision. I'm so happy that this was an option for me. And I'm so happy it's done. Ha! Yay! Thank you so much for watching, you guys. This has been a little bit of a different video, but I definitely thought this was a big life change, and there are other people that go through big life changes like this that might want to know what the experience is like. So from my family to yours, this has been my experience with having my tubes removed. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more of my videos, subscribe by clicking my face right here, and you can see some more of my videos right up here. Thanks, guys. See ya.